Hi, so I told you I was going to do a video on the birth plan. We have a friend over and my husband and him are playing Call of Duty in the background, so if you hear random noises and gunshots and crap, that's it. And I also have a helper, so we'll see how well this goes. Anyways, so my agency actually provides the intended parents a birth plan of sorts to, and they just basically fill in the blanks, and then the program creates it into a PDF form for them, and then it's sent to me, and I take them, I'll take it with me when I go in. So we'll just sort of go over it. It says, "Dear care providers, thank you for taking the time to read this letter, which will provide you with important information about our upcoming birth. Our names are," and then it says the parents' names, "and we are having twins that are being carried by a gestational surrogate," and then it has my name. "She is pregnant with embryos that we created, and she has no biological connection to the babies. We are very appreciative of her help and want to make this important day as comfortable as possible for everyone involved." Below you'll find some requests that we and our surrogate would like to make. We understand if you are unable to fulfill all of them, but hope that you will take them under consideration and help us as much as you can. We understand that having a surrogate delivery is not an everyday occurrence, so hopefully this letter will assist in planning for what we hope will be a perfect day for everyone. Now, I'm going to stop there and say that this is mostly stuff that just deals with the babies in general, really. All of the delivery options will be, do you want that? All the delivery options will be, you know, mine as far as long as the babies are healthy, or, you know, are healthy and are not in danger, I can choose, you know, what sort of delivery I want to have, and, you know, pain meds and all of that. That's all my choice. So I will actually have a separate birth plan from this just to cover those things, and then we will yeah, go from there. So the first thing it says is our OB is, and it has a sort of a fill in the blank scenario, and we, you know, put the name of my OB. Our delivery plan right now is for vaginal delivery on September 15th. Now, with a, we were supposed to put my due date in that little area, but since my doctor will not let me go past the 15th, that's why we put the 15th. My due date is technically the 29th. So, on the 15th, if I haven't delivered yet, they will induce me. So yeah. And now it talks about delivery room participants. If possible, we would like the following people to be allowed in the delivery. If there is a limitation for any reason of the number of participants allowed in the delivery room, please allow them following the rank order listed below. So the three people we have is the mother, the father, and then my mom. So ideally we're wanting all three of those people to be in the delivery room with me, but if we end up having a C-section or something like that occurs, first the mom, then the dad, then my mom. That's how the order would go. Regarding cutting the umbilical cord, they had like a multiple choice answer, and the parents chose that they would like to be involved with cutting the umbilical cord. Under video and pictures, it says all parties, and this is again another multiple choice. It was basically like no photography or yes photography. So all parties are comfortable with pictures and videos being taken during delivery. The next part is for pediatric medical decisions. And this says all pediatric medical decisions should be directed to the parents, who may be reached by cell phone at, and it gives their numbers. And then nursery and/or security banding. So I wanted to talk a second about this. This is something that we talked about during the phone call that I had with the mom. And like with our hospital, typically, like for example, when I had Cody, I had a band on my wrist, and so did, was it my mom or you that had the other band to get Cody out of the nursery? And so did my husband. And so what that did was, if you had the band that matched his band, you could take them out of the nursery, walk them down to my room. So in this case, it would be a little bit different, you know, like some parents might not want the surrogate to have access, or, you know, that sort of thing. They both want full access to the nursery and to each have security bands. And they would also like me to have full access as well. They wanted it to be my choice whether I saw the babies or not. You know, they didn't want to push them on me, if it would be easier if I just didn't see them. And if I did want to go in and hold them for a second or whatever, they were fine with that as well. So that's what we have written on that part. For baby identification, the parents would like the baby's last name to read as, and they fill in the blank with their last name. On all documents and identification, this is the baby's legal last name and will help ensure billing to the intended parents, insurance for pediatric care. That way it won't go to like my insurance and they won't be like, hey, you just had a baby and you need to pay all this for their care. I'm like, no, I don't. So the next part is private room for parents. Now, some hospitals do not allow this, some hospitals do. Mine does if they can. If possible, the parents would like a private room to room in with the babies. If not possible, please provide maximum access to the babies in the nursery. So, if it's a really slow day in the OB department at the hospital, they will let the parents stay in one of the postpartum rooms so they can have the babies all the time, and they don't have to worry about visiting hours and everything. If not, the parents would have to leave or whatever. That said, I actually can have one person stay with me, and Glenn will probably be staying with our baby, so he won't be staying with me like he did when I had Cody. So I've offered for the mom to stay with me in my room if they couldn't get a room anyways, because I think it's important for her to be near the babies as much as possible. So this next part is something that the agency sort of puts in all of the birth plans, because they think it's really important. My hospital, they do this anyways. So you know, it's not a big deal. It says, if possible, the surrogate should be given a private postpartum room due to the sensitive nature of the surrogacy process. So there are hospitals that you have to share rooms. You do not have to share them at my hospital. The labor and the delivery rooms are all separate. So I'll have a separate room no matter what. So for care and feeding of the babies, the parents intend to feed the babies breast milk provided by the surrogate. The parents will be responsible for all care and feeding of the babies. So I will be pumping. I'm only pumping while they're in the hospital. Once they go back home, they're going to be using formula, but it was very important for them to have the colostrum, especially since they may be early. Well, they will be early. You know, they won't make it to 40 weeks, but so they just want them to have the best shot possible from that perspective. So legal, birth certificate, and insurance information. This just says my insurance policy for my surrogate insurance, and it also has the insurance policy for the babies listed, so it's just their information. And then discharge information. It is not necessary for the babies and the surrogate to be discharged at the same time, that sort of thing. So it's saying that, you know, if one of us has to stay in longer than the other, it doesn't really matter. You know, if I'm going to be there for a week because of complications, babies can be released the next day, you know, vice versa. So, and then it says sincerely, and then it has the parent's name. So that's basically what we're looking at as far as the birth plan goes. And I will do another video with my personal delivery plan and all that, and I will upload that as well. So thanks for watching. Bye.